hashtags. Welcome to Social Studies class, and we'll continue our history, nationalism in India. In the previous class, we have studied about non-cooperation movement, the effect of non-cooperation movement in the countryside, and the Chori Chora incident, and because of which the non-cooperation movement was called up by Mahatma Gandhi in the year 1922. Okay? Now, today we shall continue this chapter with the topic Swaraj in plantation. You may be knowing what is the meaning of Swaraj. Swaraj means freedom, Azadi. When Mahatma Gandhi started his non-cooperation movement, people of different sections in the society, they assumed that Swaraj is a type of freedom which they will get from their own respective profession or from which they were suffering. For example, if you take farmers, for them Swaraj or you can say freedom was that to get free from the clutches of like landlords and jamindar, or they don't want to do begari system. Begar, you may be knowing begar. In the last previous class I discussed this point. Begar nothing but the farmers used to work under the landlords or jamindars without any payment, without any wages. Just they were getting food for 3 times to 2 times, that's all. Apart from that, nothing they were given, and they have to work throughout their lifetime. Even their next generation also has to continue their duty. So from such social events, they wanted to get liberated. Similarly, Swaraj in plantation. Plantation is workers of tea plantation in Assam. They also, when they heard about Mahatma Gandhi's non-cooperation movement, they felt very happy. They thought that now Mahatma Gandhi will be also looking towards their grievances, their problem. They will also get freedom from the bondage. They will also be liberated. Now, for the plantation workers of Assam, Swaraj, the notion of Swaraj was that they wanted to get free from the bondage. Means they wanted to have free movement from the place where they are working to the place where they belong. That is from their village to the plantation worker in Assam, plantation place or gardens in Assam. They wanted to have free connectivity. There should not be any hindrance. But as per the Immigration Act of 1859, the Immigration Act of 1859 says that these plantation workers were not allowed to go without permission. They need to take permission from the British officers to go to their native place. But the fact was that they were not given any permission. They were not allowed to go out of that boundary limitation where they were working. Sometimes if they tried to escape also, they could not, or they never reached their home. They were caught either on the way when they are traveling through railway or by waterways, wherever they, however they used to escape, they were caught, badly beaten. Most of the time they were put under severe punishment, and then they again brought to the work. So when these plantation workers of Assam, they thought that Mahatma Gandhi started non-cooperation movement. They heard about Mahatma Gandhi's non-cooperation movement. They tried to escape from the Assam, that is where they were working. They thought that they also will be given land in their native place. They can continue their own agricultural practice in their hometown, in their native place. With that intention, with that notion, they escaped. But none of them could reach. They were caught and they brought back. Now, most of you think that these activities which were carried by the various sections of the society during the non-cooperation movement might be provoked by any political leaders. No, it was not like that. It was never been any motto or aim or goal of Congress or Mahatma Gandhi. They never included such goal in their movement. It was the intention, own likes, our own creation of various sections of the society, because they were suffering from various social evils or ill practices in human behaviors. Okay, now by this what happened after this Swaraj in plantation, and Mahatma Gandhi called up the non-cooperation movement. Now, most of the Congress leaders, they were very much, you can say, tired of mass movements and agitations. They wanted to oppose the Britishers by being in the politics, by being in the legislative assembly. So they were in a mood to conduct the elections, to participate in the elections. But most of the Congress leaders were not given equal respect, were not given equal responsibilities, and they were thinking that they are alienated from the main atmosphere, from the main sphere of the Congress. So leaders like Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das they come out from the Indian National Congress. They quit the Indian National Congress and they formed their own party in the year 1923, known as Swaraj Party. Now, so Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das, they came out and they formed Swaraj Party, whereas the young leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, they wanted to have more mass agitation, more radical movement against the Britishers. They wanted to be in the Congress only. By being in the Congress, they wanted to carry more mass movement, more agitation towards the Britishers. But whereas leaders like Motilal Nehru, C.R. Das, they have come out, they formed their own party and they wanted to oppose the Britishers by being in the politics. Now, during this time, when all this was happening in them, the entire world was facing with the very severe, you can say, global tragedy, a disaster, that was Great Depression. From 1926, which started, the main effect of which started by 1926. Now, it was because of the World War I, but its impact was there on India also, because directly or indirectly, India was also affected because of the Great Depression. The reason was that by beginning of the 20th century, Britishers made India as a sole nation for trading. Means they have eliminated most of the European countries to do trade with India, and Indians were also completely depending on the Britishers only to export their product outputs. So what happened? By this time, most of the agricultural products were not sold, were not exported. Because of Great Depression, USA, that is Britain, was also suffering a lot. They were not importing any product or any agricultural goods from India. The farmers in India could not sell their produce, because of which the conditions became very worst in India. They were unable to pay the taxes, they were unable to carry the next agricultural practice. So during 1926 to 30, the condition of our country, especially the farmers and peasants, became very worst. At the same time, the Britishers passed or framed a commission which was known as Simon Commission. Now, this Simon Commission was headed by Sir John Simon. Sir John Simon. It was formed in the year 1927 in England. This commission was formed in the year 1927 in England. When this commission arrived in India in 1928, this commission arrived in India in 1928. In 1928, when this commission arrived, Indians totally opposed this commission. The reason was that there were no single Indians in this commission. So Indians doesn't have faith in the Britishers that whatever the commission is going to make the changes, whatever implementation they were going to do, whether there will be any transparency and all, they doesn't have any faith, hope on the Britishers. So because of which all the political parties of India, including the Indian National Congress, Muslim League, or all the small parties, Hindu Mahasabha, every party together they boycotted the Simon Commission by saying the slogan, Simon go back. The reason was that there were no Indians in this Simon Commission. Now, what was the aim of Simon Commission? Why did it arrive to India? The Simon Commission wanted to make the changes in the Indian Constitution. They wanted to make changes in the Indian Legislative Assembly. They wanted to make changes in the present working condition of the government in India by seeing the previous, you can say, rallies, dharnas, hartals or the satyagrahas which were going on in India. They wanted to make some certain changes. But there were no Indians in that. So Indians doesn't have any faith on the Britishers, because of which they boycotted by saying the slogan, Simon go back. Next, in the year 1929, Lahore Congress session. Lahore Congress session under the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. In the Lahore Congress session, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the president of the Indian National Congress. Under his leadership, what happened? The Indian National Congress decided to have complete Swaraj, that is full independence. They wanted to have full Swaraj. They decided that Purna Swaraj, 26 January 1930 will be the day of Purna Swaraj. Now, they wanted to make it a very mass celebration. They wanted to make it very mass agitation throughout the nation. And they wanted to get complete independence on 26 January 1930. But this propaganda or the aim of Indian National Congress could not get spread throughout the masses in India. It was only limited in the towns and cities, could not reach beyond the towns and cities, and it was not successful. The Indian National Congress failed to attain the Purna Swaraj on 26 January 1930. Next, Mahatma Gandhi thought that this is not going to work out, and he wanted to, because to make a mass movement, we have to connect our aim, our goal with the masses. So he thought that we should take such a goal, such a aim which is related to the masses. So we'll continue in the next class about Mahatma Gandhi's next step which he is going to launch, that is next satyagraha of Mahatma Gandhi. By the time, take care, see you, bye.